and you won't want to miss it.
So we're doing a baklava cheesecake.
Yeah.
Can you make it kind of praline? Toast the nuts,
Yeah.
bit of butter, sugar, cinnamon, caramelize them, and then we're going to finally chop them. I'm going to start with my syrup. So I've got some sugar. Well, the key thing is when you're making anything that is a phyllo-based dish, and this is based on a baklava, you want one element hot and one element cold. So if you're putting a syrup on something, which we are here, you want the syrup cold, for example, and the location hot. So I'm going to make that and let it cool down. I'm going to put a bit of lemon zest in here.
So while we're nuts toasting, this is the filling.
This is the filling.
Better cheese and sugar.
Better cheese and sugar. So can you blitz up for me? You're getting a bit ahead of yourself because actually before that, I need you to chop the nuts. Because I need the feeling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you why. I tell you why. Because in rehearsal, someone messed up the filling.
Oh.
So.
No, not my man. Yeah, shame on you, but.
No, it may have been me. It may have been you.
Hi, everybody. Awesome. Hey, happy Sunday. I'm so excited to kind of move and flow with you today. It'll be really lovely. Thank you for logging in. We just kind of get myself set up. We are good to go. Amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna do a really nice stretch today. Really try to get into the backs of the legs. I'm quite allergic to my hay fever is quite bad. So if you notice my eyes are like a little bit swollen, it's all good. I'm fine. I just have had a bit of a situation with my eyes. But hey, it's the season. I'm happy for the flowers. I'm happy for the sunshine and the warmth. It's just my face. Maybe just has reacted a little bit to that hit of pollen, right? Went from cold to like flowers on the trees, which is definitely one of my favorite times of the year. But yeah, just trying to manage that. So bear with my little swollen eyes. But yeah, I'm happy to be here and enjoy a lovely little stretch mid-April with you. I really like this season. You can kind of see the sun trying to peek through that cloud outside. Depending on where you are, maybe the sun is peeking out. Maybe you've got flowers in a vase, maybe a little tulip, or you can see those outside. So let's lean into those little glimmers. And those beautiful moments. And this season as well, I was thinking about how sometimes it is hard. One morning we wake up and it's like, let's put our shorts on. And, it feels like that little glimmer of summer. And then the next day it's a little bit colder or the rain is kind of coming down. But I definitely have seen a few more rainbows recently. So as we kind of manage those seasons, there's these beautiful little moments, where that darkness hits the light and there are those little rainbows, and it's a beautiful thing to remember in life as well, isn't it? So look for the rainbows, look for the glimmers as you move through this season. That's my little reminder. Even when things feel dark or cold, or you're thinking, oh, I just really want that sunshine again, kind of look around at the things that come with that little bit of cold and maybe that little bit of rain. All right, we're going to lay down on our backs. We're going to start there, and we're going to have a really beautiful stretch, whole body, but a little bit more into our lower body today, and a little bit of upper body we're going to play with. So big mix, but a little bit of strengthening within the class. Again, just a bit of time out, lay back, close your eyes, and get yourself cozy, ready for a beautiful stretch. Cheers, my friends. So you lay back. Just really find something that feels good for you in terms of your positioning. So back body comfy, shoulders drawing down away from the ears, and just maybe seeing if you can wiggle any little bit of tightness out. You choose whether the knees are bent or the legs are extended, and just make it something that feels right for you. And as we soften into the mat, eyes closed, eyelids feeling heavy, just take a little moment to check in, breathing in, deep breath, and breathing out. From here, just moving the knees, maybe with the eyes closed, just tiny little movements left to right. If the legs are extended, move the feet. Maybe just moving them kind of side to side, or maybe making circles. So if the knees are bent, moving them side to side. If the feet are extended, just take a few little rolls in those ankles. Breathing in and breathing out. And as we lay down on the mat today, check in. How are you in mind? How are you in body? And if there was a little intention that you'd like to set for yourself, even just for your class, for your day, for your week, if there's any little wish that you might like to have, a feeling that you want to lean into, just make that a little bit intentionally come to the forefront of your mind. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. And as we move and flow today, just asking yourself, what brings you to the mat today? Is it that lovely bit of consistency, community, breath? You know, is it just the release, time out, space for you, getting into the body? Is it all of the above? What brought you here today? Really lean into that feeling. And then I want you to take your head side to side, getting into the neck and shoulders, just feeling that out, breathing in. And slowly breathing out, relax the forehead. Maybe just soften in the jaw. Can you even wiggle the jaw a little bit side to side, just seeing what's going on in the face, the neck. Good. And just rocking that head, maybe turning it a little more to the left and a little more to the right. Inhale. Those. Inhale. Relaxing the rest of the body and exhale. Fabulous. Well done. From here, bringing the head back to center. Awesome. Breathing in, we're going to draw both knees in towards the chest. Just draw the knees up and we're going to take our little side to side movement here. Again, you can just take the knees, just feel the lower back. If you are used to bringing the head left to right and that feels good, you want to continue with that movement, take it. You can just keep the head still and just take the knees. Maybe seeing if you can move them a little bit further to the left, tiny smidgen, and a little further to the right. Maybe taking it a little bit slower, just seeing what's going on in the hips and the knees. Maybe focusing on that back body, getting that little massage in the lower back. Anywhere else your body's feeling it. Deep breath in and deep breath out. As we take these little rocks, just starting to like shake out any of the tension and tightness, just trying to settle into that calm nervous system. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Fab. Let's come back to center. A little bit of stillness. We're going to bring that left foot down. Keep the right knee drawn in towards the chest. Good. Inhale, slowly release the hands. See if you can just extend that leg up a little bit. Might be quite tight, bending in the knee. And bring the foot down. Good. Other side, drawing the knee in. Kicking it up. And in and down. Just seeing how that feels. Other side, in and up. You can either bring the hands alongside the body or the belly and down. Good. Find your own little flow. Take it slow if the legs feel tight. A little quicker. They feel good. Just flow in a way that feels right to you. Listening to the body. You're extending, you want to stay. Just working at releasing the tightness and any tension you're holding. Next time you've done the left side, inhale. And exhale, slowly bring the foot down. And then meet us with the right leg a little more extended. Now, don't worry if your knee's a bit more bent. If the leg extends a little further, just holding there. You can bring the hands behind the leg. Just see if you can guide that leg in a little closer towards the chest. Good. Just noticing how that feels. Again, there's no rules here. Just releasing a little bit in that tailbone. And breathe in. And as we breathe out, whenever you feel that there's space to do so, maybe guide the leg a little closer towards the chest, just waking up in those hamstrings. Inhale. Slowly exhale. If there's anybody in the morning, my hammies are usually really tight, but if you do want to bring the hands to the lower part of the leg that feels comfortable for you, go for it. You can always bring the big toe if you've wanted to. You can use your peace fingers and grab your big toes. Think I'm happy here to begin. 3, 2, and 1. Roll those ankles. One ankle, roll it. Get into that right side. Big circles. Roll the other direction. 3, Inhale and exhale, 2. A little smile, and 1. Extend the leg and slowly bring the foot down. Good. Getting into that body. What's going on this side? Slowly creak it up. Good. Relaxing here. You can keep the hands alongside the body, or maybe use the hands just to slowly guide the leg. Maybe a little closer if that feels good to you. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Lovely. Relax in the forehead and the jaw. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. If you really notice you're squeezing, there's a real kind of pull here. Relax the lower back down. Let the glutes soften and then work from there. You don't want any tightness. It's better to have the leg further away from you. Just work into your edge. Good. 3, 2, and 1, and then roll the ankle. Good. Get into those little niggly spots and roll the other direction. Great. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Inhale. Extend and slowly bend in the knee and bring the foot down. Exhale. Hands come down alongside the body, tuck under so you get that lower back pushing into the mat. We're going to bend both knees in and see and kick both legs up. See how that feels. Just going to hold them there. Maybe turning your gaze to look at the toes. What you're doing here is we're just taking a little inversion, kind of like we do if we put legs up the wall. Don't do that one very often. It's just nice to get those legs up, get the legs inverted. If you think about downward dog as being one of our most powerful poses, this is just really downward dog, isn't it? If we put your hands up over your head, maybe a little bit higher up, that's where we're at. So you can choose hands alongside the body, maybe reach the hands up alongside the ears over the head, and just see if you can hold those legs. It's fine if the knees want to bend on you, but just take that little extension. Breathing in and breathing out, so many benefits to the simplicity of this. And relax in the feet. Try not to tense anywhere in the body except maybe feeling the lower back pushing into the floor. You're getting a little bit of work in the core, and we're really kind of inverting those legs. Really healthy for the body. Inhaling. And slowly exhaling. Let's bend those knees in towards the chest. Bring the hands up and around. And we're going to take our little rock side to side the way we began at the beginning. Just taking it slow, head side to side. Good. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Good. In our little warm up today, we're going to come back to center. Bring the feet down and get a little bit into those glutes. We're going to bend into that right knee. Turn the knee out. And see if you can rest the ankle on the top of that. Wiggle the foot out, knee comes wide, relax. Maybe wiggle the shoulders down away from the ears and just notice. If it feels quite tight in the hips or any other part of the body, just relax the hands down, soften in the face, little smile if you like, and stay here. Or we breathe in. And as we exhale, slowly guide that knee in towards the chest, relaxing the tailbone down. Well, this is going to feel different each day. Sometimes it's going to feel easier. You do a lot of walking, or you have done, you might feel a little bit tighter. Just use this as guidance to ease that leg in. Get a little bit of a release in the glute and into the hips. We're just finding a little bit of time and space. Sometimes I quite like the feeling of rocking left to right here. It might not be for you. You see how that feels. If it feels too much, then just come away and stay in stillness and breathe in. As we exhale, slowly see. Got that grip behind the leg. See on the exhale if you can guide the leg in a little more. Good. Softening the forehead, the face, the jaw. And then maybe you've got the option here. We said hello a little to those hamstrings. Maybe extend and point and flex in the foot. Just releasing in those toes. You can also point and flex with the knee bend if you didn't want to take the extension. Always good. 3. Deep breath in and out. 2. And 1. Amazing. Bending in the knee. Slowly bring that foot down. Good. We're going to cross it over a little more. So just slide the knee across as if you're sitting cross-legged. Knees roughly in line. That's the direction you're headed. They might not line up. It might just be where things are tighter, but that's the direction we're headed. It never has to be Exact. You've got that shape and that feels good to you. Inhale and slowly exhale, bring the hands down alongside the body, palms down. It's going to support you to just slowly use the core to draw the knees in towards the chest. Let the whole of the lower back, tailbone, the glutes, let it soften and let the knees draw in. That might feel absolutely enough for you today. You might be thinking, I'm really feeling that. So stay there. Also, you can reach for the furthest leg, so that left knee, inhale. Maybe use the hands to guide the knee in a little closer to the chest. Inhaling and exhaling. Remember, we're doing this at the beginning, so we're just trying to get into those little niggly bits, warm up into those spaces in the lower body, breathing in and slowly breathing out, squeeze the knees in. Good. If you did want to reach and grab the outer edges of the feet, you can. If the knees stay lined up and that feels comfortable, the pose can open up as the toes draw down alongside you and the knees draw in towards the chest. Try and get both of the shoulder blades drawing down towards the mat. Please don't worry if that feels way too tight. Relax in the tailbone. Always bring the hands forward if that feels better, or release the hands. All three options are great. It's what it feels like in your body, less about what it looks like, right? Inhale. And exhale. Are you getting release? Can you feel that release? Inhale. And slowly exhale. Nice work, everybody. Unravel that twist and slowly bring that foot down, other side. We're going to lift up into the left knee. Open that knee wide, shimmy the ankle away. Let it drop out, hands come alongside the body. Knee just might be the perfect place to stay. Just breathe and close the eyes. You can take that pose. You can also take the hands, reach through and grab the back of that right leg. Noticing how that feels. Lower back, soft, tailbone dropping down as we draw that knee in, just easing in. Deep breaths in and out. How do you feel today? Where do you feel the tightness? Where's the body holding that tension? Maybe if you like that movement on this side, you can rock left to right. You can also leave it and just stay in stillness and breathe in. And as we exhale, maybe rocking that knee. We're drawing the leg in, whatever feels right to you to get into that left side. Just noticing where it feels tight. Little love letter to the body, finding that release. Good. Inhale. Option here to extend into the right leg and maybe point and flex those toes. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Find that release. For 3. Inhale and exhale. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Slowly bring that knee in and bring the foot down onto the mat. Lovely. We're going to slowly cross the knee over and line the knees up. You've got it. When you're ready, we bring the palms down alongside the body. This helps kind of anchor us. We tuck under in the pelvis and draw those knees in. Relax the shoulders down. And then just let everything soften. Lower back, glutes. And we might just soften into it, just let gravity do the work. Stay here if that feels good. If you feel like the energy for you today is a little bit more kind of somber, relaxed, a little bit slower, stay and just close the eyes and breathe in any of these positions. It's a beautiful way to move, a little bit more of a yin style practice when we stay. And then you can take the hands out if you want, but you don't have to either. Just let gravity do the work if that suits. Otherwise, reach and grab the outside knee, which is your right one this time. Inhale. And as we exhale, guide the knees in closer to the chest. And just breathe through. Find that release. Notice where you're feeling it. Inhale. And make a little smile as you exhale. Amazing. You've got this. Grabbing the outer edges of the feet. Slowly maybe guiding the toes down. Again, this is an option. We don't have to take it, but it's there if it feels good to you. Maybe working to keep the knees in line, toes coming down in the direction of the mat, and really soften into this. Inhale. And exhale. Soften in the face, relax in the jaw. For 3. Inhale and exhale. A little smile if you like to. And 1. Awesome. Slowly unraveling that pose. Breathing in, we're going to extend both legs up. Relax that lower back down. So thinking about just legs at the wall, knees slightly bent, or you just never lock them. And again, reaching the hands up towards the toes. Maybe arms can stay there, maybe alongside the body, or you can reach them up over the head. Maybe interlace the fingers this time, push the palms away from you and extend the arms up. We're just going to stay here for a few breaths. Just breathe, inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. If you want to add a little point and flex the feet, you'd like to keep it moving. 3, 2, and 1. Nice one, everybody. Bending in the knees, slowly bring the feet down. Inhale, this time with the arms above the body. Reach long, arch the back, get that lovely little stretch in the spine, arms alongside the ears. Feel that stretch. Beautiful. Inhale. Breath. And exhale out. Amazing. Good. Breathing in. Little smile. And as we exhale, just slowly lift up a little in the pelvis. Bring the lower back down onto the mat. And slowly bring those hands up towards the ceiling. Good. When you get the hands up towards the ceiling, we're just going to interlace the fingers. See if it feels comfortable for the wrist to draw the fingers towards you and then push the palms out. That feels a little bit too much, no problem. You can open and close the hands. If you can push them, maybe get a little stretch here in the fingers, the palms. Nice. Inhaling. Oh, and just slowly exhale. Those beautiful slow breaths. Separate those hands and roll the wrists. We've done some work into the ankles, worked into the feet, the lower body. Only now just getting into that spine. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Wiggle those fingers and slowly bring the hands down alongside the body. You've got it. We're going to bring the knees in. You've got a choice. We're going to either roll over to the right-hand side, take a breath and slowly come up, or you can rock and roll with me. Lower part of the legs, kind of lining up across whichever side over that feels good. Maybe we rock forward and back. It could be a little bit. Now take that slow movement. Feel the lower back. Get a little bit of a massage. And if it feels right, if you've got enough momentum, slowly bring yourself up onto the mat. Nice one. Excuse me. There's that hay fever, but I am not complaining. I am happy to see that sun, and I'm happy to see those flowers. So I'm leaning into the pollen. Have a little sip if you've got a drink with me today. Amazing. All right, we're going to come onto all fours. We're going to make our way into our tabletop position. And we are going to rock forward and back, getting into the spine. And then we're going to add in an option for push-up. If the push-up for you is not there, or you just think, oh, make it not for me today, you can leave that bit out. Just lean forward and draw in from your core, feeling really strong in the upper body. But you also have that option to push up if you wanted. Don't do them that often, but if it becomes something that you think, oh, I want to develop over time, you can absolutely take these anytime you want on your own. So hands really nice and wide, fingers spread. You want the shoulders in line with the wrists and the knees in line with those hips. We're going to rock back into child's pose to start. Breathing in, breathing out. Just enjoy child's pose with the arms extended. So you can get a lovely little stretch in the upper body, rotating the biceps out and drawing the shoulders down and away from the ears, getting into a little bit into that upper body. Breathing in, we're going to peel the body back up. We're going to come all the way forward. You might want to walk the fingertips slightly forward, leaning forward with the pelvis. Good. Now, when we do this, if you wanted to add in that little push-up, draw in from your core, let the pelvis draw forward. Good. We keep the elbows in yoga close to the body. You might just take the tiniest little dip. Just see how that felt. And then slowly, we're going to arch the back and sink back down to a lovely active child's pose. Sink back down as far as feels comfortable. Let the hands draw close to your chi, but maybe leave those arms extended. Inhale, rotate the biceps away, draw the shoulders down away from the ears, just tuck the chin under. Don't worry too much about the belly or the forehead on the mat here. Inhale, slowly peeling up. Good. If you need to wiggle those hands slightly more forward, up to you. Lean forward with the pelvis, feel strong. So you can stay here. But we want to just Draw in from the navel, feel strong in that upper body. Again, if you want to take that little bit of a push-up, bend a little bit. We eventually want to get the elbows in line with the body and then lift back up and sink in down. Beautiful. Inhaling and exhaling out. Inhaling, rocking forward, beautiful, up to you. If you want to add in that little upper body work, draw in from your navel. I'm going to give you an option to do 2. So maybe a little one, maybe tap that chin on the mat if you're really quite strong in that upper body. Maybe 2. And slowly peeling the body back down into that lovely child's pose. Well done. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, peeling back up. You've got it. You find your position. Whether you want to lean forward with the pelvis, maybe you draw the chest through and take a little stretch here. Or feeling nice and strong, upper body, maybe taking 2 little ones. If the body wants to go for it, maybe throw in a 3rd one for a good measure. And slowly coming back and sinking down. Exhale, arms out. Draw your shoulders down. Find a lovely breath in. And slowly breathing out. Nice one. And our last one, slowly leaning forward. You choose where you want to be. Drawing in from the navel. Breathe. Taking 1 and holding. Maybe taking 2. An option to take the 3rd. No pressure. Slowly peeling up. And sinking down. Just bring the hands nice and soft in, maybe stacking the fists and relax down into your child's pose here. Taking a few deep breaths in and out. Just taking a little bit the pressure off. And just breathe with me, softening in the forehead, relax in the jaw. Nice one. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. We're going to reach those hands forward. Inhale, coming all the way back up. I'm going to take a little bit in the spine. Walk the hands forward. Draw the pelvis forward. Maybe see what it feels like in the back to draw the chest through. Draw the shoulders down. Just one like that. If it feels too much, again, always stop. You listen to your back, your spine. Nice one. Push into those hands. Beautiful team. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly pushing all the way back up. This time we're going to take the knees wide, big toes to touch, sinking down, coming all the way down into that lovely wide-legged child's pose. And again, hands, you can stack those fists. Up to you, sinking down. See how you feel. Breathing in, breathing out. So allow gravity to do its thing. Let yourself settle in. How do you feel? Where are you at? How are those push-ups? What's the upper body saying? How's the spine today? That is the only kind of answer we need to get it. It's just how are you? How are you in all these little bits of your body? That's what I love about yoga. I always reflect kind of every class. I'm like, well, there's no use in like saying, oh, it should be more flexible or this should be this way. It's all meant to be as it is. It's just that you spent some time today getting to know where you're at. And I love that kind of phrase of like, meet yourself where you are right now and learn a little bit, listen, have some space and time for you. Because that's what yoga gives us, doesn't it? 3, 2, and 1. Releasing, breathing in, pushing that body up. Coming up with the hands and slowly swinging those knees in to meet me in tabletop. Good. We're going to do just a little bit of work in our glutes. We're going to lift up into that right leg and take our little pulses. Good. So flex that back foot and take a little pulse. It could be a little bit or a lot. It's up to you for 3, 2, and 1. Lift up. Slowly draw the knee in towards the nose. Little arch. Inhale, kicking it up. You find your rhythm. It can be a little bit or a lot. 3. Again, a little bit of strength building today. A little bit of yin, a little yang. You might feel that as we move. And slowly knee in. Last one. You can go quick, slow. 4. Nice. 3. Little smile. 2. And one, slowly draw the knee in towards the nose and bring the knee down. Let's shift the weight to the other side. Inhale, lifting up. Find your little push, your little lift. Inhale and exhale. Good. There's your little flow. Breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Kick it up. Slowly draw the knee in towards the nose. Little arch. Great. Keep it going. Lovely little pulse. It can be slow or quick. It's up to you. Make this your practice, your hour. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly draw the knee in towards the chest. And last bit. Good. Find your rhythm, find your flow, feel the little bit of fire. It's just being alive, feeling your body, right? 3, 2, and 1. Slowly, knee comes in and bring the knee down. Let's wiggle both knees out, big toes to touch, sinking down. Wherever you want to be with the head, the hands, the body, just enjoy being in this lovely wide-legged child's pose. A little reset, a little yin, a little yang, a little push, creating a little bit of fire and strengthening in the body, channeling that little bit of muscle building. And then we move into these beautiful moments of stretch and softness and reset. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Relaxing in the forehead, slowly lifting back up, bringing the hands forward, and slowly swinging those feet and knees back so that you've got that tabletop position. Good. We're going to get a little bit into our back, so let's find our cat and cows. Let's stretching that spine. Done a little bit on the floor, not loads though. Hands nice and wide, finding that beautiful position. Tucking under in the pelvis. Beautiful. Drawing the chin in, feeling that pull across the upper body. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathing and draw the chest through, lifting in the tailbone and drop the shoulders down. Feel that spine. Breathing in, breathing out. Amazing. Noticing where you might be tight. Maybe inhale. Exhale, tuck under into cat, and maybe take your little wiggles, that little C shapes that we make. That one always feels really good to me. If it feels good to you, maybe choose that. You can stay in stillness. I love cat, whichever the expression. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center. Inhale, draw that chest forward, drop the shoulders down. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to breathe in, draw in from your navel, find a nice strong flat back. Good, remembering if the wrists ever need a little break, just come up onto the fist. All right, from here we're going to inhale, extend that right leg, we're going to bend into the knee by pushing into the hands. See how that feels. This might be a perfect place working on balance. You might want to walk forward with the left hand, maybe fingertips on the mat. See how that feels. If your balance is there, maybe extending out with that left hand. You also can reach back and grab those toes. Don't worry if it's not there today, fingers or hands forward. Wherever you are, stay. If you have a little extra wiggle room to get that little back bend in, push into the toes and lift up into the chest. See if you can get a little extra stretch across that back body, the spine. 3, a little smile wherever you choose to be. 2, and 1. Reaching forward, bring the knee and the hand down. Inhale, sinking down into child's pose. Draw the chin in. Good. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Inhale, peeling the body up into cat pose. Just feel that lovely pull. Maybe a couple little C shapes side to side, holding or moving in a way that feels authentic to you. Coming back to center. Inhale, drawing the chest through. Drop the shoulders down, tailbone lifted. Inhale. And as we exhale, drawing in from the navel. And exhale. Good. Other side. Inhale, extend and bend But this is a great place to stay, pushing into the hands. Maybe that's where you want to be. Just breathe. Really great place, thinking about playing with balance. Maybe walk the fingertips of the right hand forward, keeping that chest forward, keeping the head kind of looking in front of you. Maybe see what it feels like to reach the hand forward. It might be there today. That might be enough. If you've got the range, maybe reach. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. Maybe you can grab the toe. Just breathe. Wherever you are, breathe. And maybe if you do have a little extra room, maybe pushing the toe into the hand, opening up the chest, getting a little further stretch in that back body. Breathing in, breathing out. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reaching forward, extend, bringing the hands and the knees down. Inhale, walk those hands up towards the knees and coming up onto the knees. Beautiful. Breathing in, breathing out. We're just going to roll those shoulders, getting into that tightness. We're going to work whole body, really getting into those shoulders. And a little bit of a push in the glutes, a little bit into that upper body. We're going to take a little bit more intentional work into the spine. It's a little bit of our sequence. I invite you to tuck those back toes. Inhale, we're going to reach the hands forward. We're going to slowly draw our right hand in and open the body towards the right hand side. Just open in a little twist. Breathing in, you've got the option. Maybe as you inhale, maybe see if you can draw the chest forward a little bit. We're going to bring the left hand up. If it feels comfortable, you can bring the right hand onto the right heel and maybe arch the back a little further. Only if that feels comfortable, maybe dropping the head and the hands back. It's absolutely fine to stay a little less arched. Inhale, we lean back slightly, take the pressure off. Slowly bring the hands back up. Inhale, reaching wide with that right hand and bring the palms together. Breathing in. And exhale from the other side. We're going to draw that left hand in. We're going to slowly bring the hands out and twist. Remember, this is a place you can absolutely stay. Everybody's body, lower back, things are going to feel different. Maybe it feels comfortable just to slowly make the hands go on a diagonal. So you're going to bring the right hand up, left hand down. That might feel enough. Inhale. Maybe you can lean back the tiniest bit, or maybe it does feel comfortable with those back toes tucked to bring the hand to the heel. It might feel okay to slowly draw the pelvis forward and drop the hand and the head back. That might feel a step too far. You know your body. Pull back to any layer that feels good to you. 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Slowly leaning back, coming out of that nice and slow, reaching those hands forward. Inhale, reaching the hands up, and exhale, slowly bring the hands back. You can bring the hands on the lower back, drop the shoulders down, inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to tuck under the pelvis and just see if you can lean back slightly. Get a little stretch to the spine. The chest is opening up, elbows drawing down. That feels enough. Breathe in. Slowly just come back, stick your tailbone out slightly to get back to that nice tall posture. If you feel like you can take a little bit more of our camel pose today, I will give you the option for both hands. But remember, if it doesn't feel comfortable, just do one. Do whichever side felt good. We'll keep the hands on the lower back. Breathing in. And as we exhale, really slowly guide. Pelvis forward, drop the shoulders down. Maybe we bring down one hand, whichever hand feels better. And the other hand, you can reach up, or you can see what it feels like to bring that hand back onto the heel. Now, once you've found that position, if you wanted, we let the back arch. We let the head draw back, the pelvis draw forward. And just see if you can find some breath here. Inhale. And exhale. 3, 2, and 1. Leaning back, drawing the head forward, reaching up and reaching forward. Inhale. Don't worry if you didn't take both hands. One hand is fine. Slowly coming down. And from here, we're going to untuck those toes. We're going to walk the hands forward. We're going to take puppy dog pose. So thinking child's pose, but you've got the hips higher. You're not meant to come all the way down. We're just with the chest and the head. Just draw everything down like you're going to child's pose. The hips are higher. Rotate the biceps out. Draw the shoulders down. Inhale and exhale. if you think about like a gorgeous little puppy, I don't know why I have this like image of a golden retriever stretching out with its really friendly, sweet face. Or some sort of beautiful dog. This is that lovely stretch that looks so good, right? I almost imagine them like making a little like sighing noise. Floppy down. Feels so good getting those little paws out. And that's where this particular asana or pose was inspired. The dog pose. Breathing in and out, noticing where you feel it. It'll be different for each of us. 3, 2, and 1, and slowly coming all the way back to center. Bring the hands back in line. Inhale, tuck under in the pelvis, in a cat pose. Tuck those back toes. We're gonna lift up into our downward dog. Bend the knees. First downward dog. We've done a tiny bit of work in those hammies at the beginning. The feet, just walk the feet. See what you're feeling after this week. What's going on in your body? Where do you need the stretch today? What's downward dog doing for you? Is it hammies? Is it whole body? You want to find a little bit more stillness, you can work in the shoulder blades down. Maybe play with bringing the big toes together. Maybe working to extend both legs. At the same time, maybe lifting up in the toes. Heels drop, up to you. Getting a little stretch in the feet. Play with it. This is your very first downward dog. I think it's very unique to you. Very different even for me each day, every time I get in it. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Coming up to the tops of the toes. Step. Or if the hop is there, hop forward and sink down. Not like quite a heavy hop, not my usual lighter leap. Just noticing those things is good, right? Noticing the body hanging out. Letting the belly soften on top of the legs. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows and taking a little swing side to side. Maybe extending one leg and bending the other, so alternating. As we swing, get what you need in this beautiful forward fold. Maybe make the arms a little more exaggerated. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center. Let the hands hang. Inhale, find your halfway lift. So we're going to draw the hands up the body, elbows in. Or if you feel ready for those fingertips down, you can take it. Breathing in, allow a little bend, reaching out, maybe a little back bend here, and tuck under in the pelvis. Draw those thumbs in. Let's find our beautiful Tadasana. Squeezing everything in, feeling strong. Deep breath in, and slowly breathing out. Awesome. Good. Let's take a moment, just a little drink, little reset, a little shake out before we take a little bit more of our flow. Cheers, my lovely friends. A lovely little cup of tea with you this morning. Amazing. All right. So from here, we're going to meet at the front of the mat. Good. And find a lovely long spine. Feel like I'm kind of drawing up from the crown of the head. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Inhale, roll the shoulders up. I'm just going to face you for this, but you stay at the front of your mat and drop it back. So you can see me a little bit better. Rolling up and rolling back. Oh, feels good. Let's get into our shoulders. Keep it flowing. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. When you're ready, inhale, reach the arms up. Hinge at the hips, reach forward and fold down over the toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Your choice. Bend the knees, scoop it up for a really long reach. Tuck under in the pelvis, nice and strong. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, reach forward, fold down over those toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend and then reach it out. A little quicker here, tuck it under. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hinge it at the hips, fold down. We'll take a little halfway lift. And then bend the knee. We're going to bring the hands slightly forward. We're going to take a big step back with that right foot. Big step. We're going to have a crescent lunge. So I want you to have that heel lifted as we slowly come back up. So make sure that the feet feel like they're a good distance apart. You feel nice and balanced. That back heel you can see is lifted. The hips are turned. Good. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. Breathing in. And as we exhale, bending into that front knee. Good. Bringing the hands behind the head. So almost like you've got those elbows out. Breathing in. We're going to straighten that front leg. And then we're going to sink down. And forward. Draw in from your navel. Keeping that lovely little bit of your posture. And up. Breathing in. And breathing out. Good. This time we're going to bend into that front knee. We're going to take our right elbow and take a little twist. We're going to bend the back knee and up. So the body's twisting towards the left. Back knee and up. And back knee and up. Good. Back knee and up. Inhale, slowly opening the body. Turn that back foot, finding lovely warrior two. Wiggle that front foot slightly out. Inwards, heel in the direction of the middle of that back foot, arms out. Breathing in, little bend and a little straighten. Nice one. Breathing in, a little bend, squeeze and rotate that knee towards that baby toe and straighten. Breathing in, bending and straightening. A little bit of our warrior sequence. Breathing in. And this time as we bend, we're going to bring our back hand down, top hand lifts. Stay here, where you can reach really lightly. We want that back hand soft, not ever pushing into the knee, but maybe sink and make that beautiful shape. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming all the way back up. Beautiful. Hands on the hips. Wiggle those feet a little inward so you feel nice and secure. Toes are pointing inwards. Breathing in. A little bend forward and down. Such a good one. Another little opportunity for an inversion. Hands can be on the lower back, or you can draw them forward. Just hang out. Just notice where you're feeling it, what's going on in those hamstrings. How do you feel today? You've got the option to stay here and hang out. Absolutely perfect place to be. If you did want to take a little more stretch in those inner thighs, walk the fingertips forward, turn that left toes out, slowly walk the hands in that direction, keep the chest lifted, sinking down. A little bit of a stretch on that right side, coming all the way back. Toes turning in on the left side, toes turning out on the right side. Maybe walk the hands in that direction. A little stretch here. Now keep the chest lifted, shoulders down. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming all the way back, toes turning. Head coming back to center and slowly rolling up in a way that feels comfortable to you. Let's wiggle those feet in or give it a little hop. Breathe in, out through the mouth. Lovely little flow back to facing forward. Good. Take a little moment. Inhale, find your Tadasana. And exhale. Breathing in, we reach up. Nice sequence, team. Told you a little power. Folding down into the lower body, a little bit in the upper body. Nice work in the spine. And slowly bend the knees. This time we're going to take a big step back with the left feet. Good. You're looking for that crescent one. So the heel is lifted. Find that balance. Use a wall if you need to. Coming on up. So play with anything you need to for that little bit of that balance. Good. Breathing in. We're going to straighten that front leg. And breathing out. Good. Maybe bringing the hands behind the head. Elbows wide and sinking down. Good. Breathing in and breathing out. Draw in from your navel as you do that. So working to get that lovely long spine. And in and out. Good. Now maybe turning. So we're going to turn that left elbow and we're going to face that right knee. Lovely. Maybe that back knee dips. And we lift. And dip. And lift. Ever feels too much has come out of it. And dip. And lift. Nice. And dip. And lift. Beautiful. We're slowly going to rotate the body all the way over towards the left. Rotate that back toe. Drop the foot down. Toes facing that left side. Wiggle the front foot in. Finding your lovely warrior two. Arms come out. Breathing in. Tail draw in from the navel. Sinking down. Just getting a little bit into those hips. Knee bends, tracking towards the baby toe. Good. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in. Little hold and breathing out. Nice work in our little sequence. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Breathing in. Little hold. Maybe bringing the back hand down, top hand up. You can stay here. Or maybe taking that a little bit of a bend back. Don't forget to bend in the front knee. Don't forget to breathe. Really soft back hand. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly coming all the way back up. Beautiful. Turn those toes in. I'm going to face you for that one. Breathing in and lean forward. Draw the chin down. Awesome. So from here, you can have the hands on the lower back. Maybe interlace the fingers behind you. Maybe see if you can extend the arms out. Maybe flip the palms up, chin comes down. Just breathe. This might be really nice. If it feels too much, just bring the hands down onto the mat or working a little bit in the upper body. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly separate the hands. If you've chose that, bring the hands down, finding a little bit of a halfway lift. Bring the hands onto the hips, squeezing those inner thighs, lifting out. Breathing in, breathing out. This time we're just going to bring the heels in rather than coming all the way in. Beautiful. So we're finding almost that little bit of a goddess stance, if you can keep the legs a little bit wider. Awesome. We're going to do a little pivot, move into a little bit of a balance, pivot and balance, and then come to the ground and take our lovely little reset. And drop into Shavasana. Where's that time gone? Inhale, little bend. We're going to pivot. So the right foot, we want to lift the heel, pivot on the ball of the foot, and turn towards the left hand side. Sorry. Inhale, we're going to reach those arms up. We're going to bend into that front knee, back knee bends. We're going to see if we can use that as momentum to bring that back leg up and bend that back leg. Good. Maybe we take that right hand and grab the toes, thinking about the work we did on the knees. Absolutely perfect to stay here. If you felt like playing with dancer's pose today, you can lean forward, push into the toes, and maybe see what that looks like for you. Just going to kind of wiggle back and see what that feels like for you. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming all the way back up. You can draw the knee in towards the chest and down. Shake it out. Good. Bringing the feet hip distance, bending in the knees. We're going to take a big step back with the right foot again. We're going to pivot. We're going to face forward. Good. Inhale. Bring the toes out, bending in the knees, finding your lovely goddess and squeezing it up. Inhale. As we exhale, a little bend, we're going to pivot the other side. This time it's the left toes, the ball of the foot we've hit towards the right hand side. Awesome. See how that feels. Inhale. Maybe reaching the arms up. We bend into the front and the back knee. See if you can use that as momentum just to shoot the body forward and balance on that front leg. Back leg bends. Maybe the left hand grabs the toes. Don't worry, you can use a wall if you need that balance. If it feels comfortable, push into the toes, draw the chest forward. That might be where you stay. Maybe slowly dip. Dancer's pose is there if you wanted a little wobble there. 3. Nice. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Slowly coming all the way back out of that. Take a big step back and slowly turn. Good. I'm going to come back to it. Breathing in. Slowly turn the big toes in. Exhale. Breathing in. And bring the hands down. Coming all the way down onto the mat. Sorry I didn't bring that knee back up. I wanted to kind of transition back down to our lovely seated position. So we made it there. Amazing. Sitting nice and tall, breathing in. And slowly let it go through the mouth. Awesome. Breathing in. And exhale, a little smile. Relaxing and softening the forehead. Good. I'm going to take our little twist. Inhale. We're going to bring that left hand twist towards the right hand side, tall from the crown of the head. Good. Remember not to arch the spine in that cat position. We lift up from the top Let me see if we can draw the chest through a little bit. Breath to belly. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Breathing and reaching the arms up, twisting the other direction. See how that feels. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, a little smile. And exhale, drop the shoulders down. Breath to belly. Inhaling. And exhaling out. Breathing in, coming back to center. And exhale, drop the shoulders down. Drawing from the navel, you've got it. We're going to draw the chin down towards the chest. See how that feels. If you're like me, the neck is tight. Just stay there for a moment. You also have the option to roll the neck in those little half circles. Again, you listen. What is it that you need? What is it that feels good to you? I'm just going to come a little closer as you take those neck rolls. Beautiful. Slowly moving the neck side to side. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. And then coming back to that lovely center position. Inhale. And exhale, drop the shoulders down. We're going to take right ear to right shoulder. Back to center, left side. Just notice how that feels. Where is that tightness? I've got an option here. You can keep it moving side to side, or you can stop. Whatever side you're on, use the opposite hand just to give yourself a little rub into those neck and shoulders that feel tight. If you're going to go and have a little shower in a bit, doesn't matter if you don't, but if you do, just give yourself a little extra time, maybe letting that hot water run these spaces. Maybe give it a little bit of space, time, getting into those muscles. Inhale, bringing the head back to center and over to the other side. Nice work, everyone. And again, you have the option to keep moving in any way that you want or that you know in the neck. Maybe giving it just that little bit for up. Sometimes just using your own kind of hand here to recognize where that tightness is helps you create a little bit more softness. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Beautiful. Inhale, slowly coming back to the center and exhale. Amazing. Let's get into the face. Pointer fingers, middle fingers coming up and around into the forehead, maybe into the temple. Just some circles here. Don't be afraid to give it just that little extra pressure to release any sort of headaches. And then when you get into the hairline, maybe take the fingers and just guide them up. Using a little, sometimes it feels good to use the back of the nails if that feels good to you. Just pushing up around the hairline, from the middle down. See how that feels. Maybe going to the back of the hairline and pushing up as well. Just noticing how that feels to get in to those long little bits of the scalp. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Lovely. And then maybe moving in the jaw. A few little circles here. Always looks funny, but really feels good. If there is anybody who wants to take that little bit of movement in and around cheekbones and the sinus around the nose, make those little circles. Just take whatever last bit of movement in the face, that little bit of self-care. Take it in a way that feels authentic to you. When you're finished, just meet me with a nice deep breath in and exhale out. A little fire and a little flow today in our practice as we kind of pushed a little bit in that upper body, a little bit work in the legs and the glutes and the spine. Beautiful whole body reset for you. When you're ready, let's take that awesome space where you just stop and let all of that sink in. Find your Shavasana. Find what feels good to you. Sinking into that pose. on your backs, knees bent or extended, getting into a position that feels cozy, and allow yourself just to begin to melt into your space. Close the eyes and let the breath go in and out. Softening in the forehead, releasing any tension and tightness you might still be holding in the face, the shoulders. Just imagine the whole of the back body just relaxing down. Let everything sink and settle. Let the breath guide you in softening the chest, the belly. And as you sit and rest, just give yourself permission to be still. Be in the present moment. And instead today of reading a poem, I have a little reflection. I couldn't help but be affected this week by the magic actually in the news that we had, 4 human beings kind of float around in space. I couldn't help but look at the images that I'm sure you saw as well of this insane galaxy. And the words that one of the astronauts had said is that it just really brought home how we really are all one and how lucky we are to kind of exist in this moment, the now, this planet, this existence, this human form. And so as you take a deep breath today and rest, it really gives reflection to find some gratitude to be a human being on this planet, to make beautiful connections with other people, to be able to see the beauty of the sunshine from our view, to soak up the magic of the planet, the flowers, the springtime, the smiles of our friends, the movement of our body, the pure magic and miracle of our breath, of our ability to think, be. I invite you as you move through some of the tougher moments, as we lean in further to 2026. Sometimes it's these pictures and these moments that ground us. I invite you to have great gratitude today for just simply being and trusting that just being on this planet, just being your unique, beautiful, amazing, kind, awesome selves is truly enough. And from the bottom of my heart, I am so grateful to walk this little piece of the planet alongside each of you. I really mean that. Oh, a little emotion there. So wish you a beautiful day, a beautiful week, and remind you to look for the magic, look for the rainbows. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. That is your Sunday session. Genuinely all my love. Thanks. Happy Sunday.